Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Second down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards on the play.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Bridgewater to throw it this time. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now Stafford out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Stafford. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford dumping it off for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
22. 180.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second down. Here's Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, Stafford. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
50.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, his first touchdown as a Detroit Lion. And the Lions are in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Lions have recovered.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick from 10 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra. up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Lucky 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some space here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air, Stafford on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
You got it. You got it.
Here's Bridgewater. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw in an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Five down, five down. Five down.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Spins away. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, was 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calais Campbell on the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. Like 7. Set. Waiting.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And he hits his man, Matthews. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air again, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater being chased out left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to walk one. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 45 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Bridgewater on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Throwing is Bridgewater. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, Bridgewater rolling to his right, airing it out for Hurts, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, 43 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
10.
Stafford on 1st down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down, here's Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off. It takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
I know there'd be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 29 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw on second down. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Throwing is Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
180.
They go play action here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Again to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing